Hi, my name is Bernie Tencate, and this is my church.
My name is Lee. This is my church.
Hi, my name is Madison Callis, and this is my church.
Hey, about 3 months ago, Wayne asked me if there was any way I could put together a video just to tell you all what's happening here at Riverbend. I'm thrilled to do that, and what follows is sort of an overview of where we've been and where
Hi, I'm Matt, and this is my church.
I'm Keegan. I'm Camden, and this is our church.
Hey, I'm Kevin, and this is my church.
When I got to Tecumseh last year, we had to find a way to make a bridge between who we were and who we were going to be. Who we were was a church that had 170 years worth of history. Amazing history, as I came to find out. Who we're going to be, God is still writing. And my job became, how do you bridge those two together? Well, in the library at the church, I found this amazing book called God is My Landlord. Now, some of you already know what I'm going to say, but for those of you who don't, it chronicles the journey of Tecumseh Friends Church through what was called the Dynamic Kernels Project. Now, if you'll bear with me, I'd like to read you the very first paragraph out of the book, entitled, God is My Landlord, and it really became the genesis for what we're doing here at Riverbend. Quote, I am going to take God at His word and see what happens. That was the startling statement made by Perry Hayden, a Quaker miller of Tecumseh, Michigan, at the close of a history-making service in the Tecumseh Friends Church on September 22nd, 1940. Now, that statement, I'm going to take God at His word and see what happens, along with another statement he made, if a kernel of wheat falls in the ground and dies and brings forth fruit, how much fruit? That's what I challenged Tecumseh Friends Church with when I got here. I asked them those same two questions. What would happen if we took God at His word when He says, my church will not fail? And what happens if we ask the question, if we as a church are willing to die to ourselves on a daily basis, how much fruit could God make for us? Well, that was a year ago. We just celebrated our first harvest. I spent a year managing the world's smallest wheat field. We took 1 cubic inch of wheat, planted it, and we just harvested it. Now, at the making of this video, I don't have a total yet. I don't know how much we're going to get. But I do know it's a lot. It's a lot more than we expected. But this journey thus far has been full of those kind of surprises. God continues to show up. God continues to surprise me at every turn.
My name is Joyce, and this is my church.
My name is Gabe, and this is my church.
My name is Roger, and this is my church.
My name is Roma. This is my church.
What's been the end result? We harvested a 4-foot by 8-foot plot of wheat. We had a big celebration, but even that was just reflective of the internal changes that have taken place here. The lives that have been changed, the families that have been restored, the faith that has been born. It's all been part of Riverbend's new story. I want to tell you a little bit about a young man we'll call Joe. Joe, I met probably my first 2 or 3 weeks here. There were a group of kids down behind the church, and they were just messing around, but it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And frankly, I didn't want to deal with it. So I called the local sheriff, and the local sheriff was supposed to just get down and run them off. Unfortunately, as often happens with kids these days, they found drugs. And so instead of just me getting to bed and getting up the next day, I ended up doing street-side counseling with these kids until about 2 or 3 in the morning. And I told them, you're going to need help. You're not going to get through this alone. And when the opportunity arises, call me. I'll help you. I'll go talk to the judge. I'll stand with you. I'll do whatever I have to do to help you. And of the, probably 7 or 8 kids that were down there, Joe called me. He was the only one. And over the course of time, just getting to know Joe, I saw an amazing transformation. From a young man with no direction in his life, no idea what he was doing other than just looking to have fun, looking to have a good time. To a young man convicted of his sin, to a young man who repented of his sin, to a young man who was born again into the kingdom of God, to a young man who now is actively looking for an opportunity to serve God in ministry.
My name is Taylor, and this is my church.
I wanted to look each of you in the eye and tell you, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to come here and to serve in the Eastern region. Thank you to Wayne and Dr. John and to the EP&E board for everything that you've given me. The love and support. Thank you to each of you out there that have prayed for us at Riverbend. I felt that every morning from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. I know that you're there. I know that you're interceding on our behalf. Please don't stop, because while God has done some wonderful things, I think He's still about to do some even more wonderful things.